Lisa Frankenstein, written by Diablo Cody, directed by Zelda Williams, a perfect example of just because you follow all the rules, you can still just end up with a passable movie. Hello everyone, my name is Max Aaron James. This is a review of the movie Lisa Frankenstein about a loner high school girl who makes a wish that brings back someone from the dead and that changes her life. We have our lead, Catherine Newton, and she's never really stood out to me as an actor, and she is in another movie coming out this year called Abigail. She actually has the most annoying part of the trailer in that movie.
Guys.
In this movie, Lisa Frankenstein, her performance was good. I think she did well with what was given to her, what was available to her. I have no issues really with her performance, or nothing bad to say. We have Cole Sprouse here, who is really just there, which is a perfect performance considering the way the story is written. The character he portrays is just there. This movie really misses the mark, and it's sad because I feel like it checks most of the boxes, but maybe that's the issue. This movie is clearly formulaic. The writers knew exactly what they needed to do to fit this movie into the same category or subgenre of comedy horror along with the 1970s and 1980s movies that very clearly inspired this movie, inspired some of the characters, the tone, and even the pacing. A lot of the shots reminded me of other movies. I just could not pinpoint which ones exactly. But this movie was too much like those movies. The entire time I was feeling I've seen this shot before, or I've seen this approach before in characters and in specific scenes. This movie does take place in the 1970s, and it presents that with the set design, costume design, and even the pacing follows the same kind of beats as 1970s horror comedies and skipping some steps just to get to where we need to be and not taking itself too seriously, which I do appreciate. Still, as fun as the story is, I think the idea of fun was there in making this movie, but instead they focus too much on trying to convince us that this movie is fun. With the quirky characters, the colorful palette that they had, and the sometimes funny moments that did not always hit. Still, this movie does have some charm. It is a charming, innocent horror comedy with quirky characters that we enjoy and a world that we may have a good time in. But the issue is we spend more time than necessary in a bedroom or too much time in a bedroom, and our least interesting characters are our two leads. Liza Soberano, on the other hand, she is the highlight of this movie in my opinion. Her performance was good, and when she was on screen, I was really into it. Another issue I have is with Lisa, our lead character, whose behavior or personality does such an abrupt shift. It ended up taking me out of it because I spend about 10 minutes while the movie's still going trying to remember what exactly would lead her to change so dramatically from who she was when we were first introduced to her. The movie will definitely find an audience because, like I said, it does have some charm. It does not take itself seriously, has some quirkiness, has characters that you enjoy and will be entertained to watch. And it's coming out the weekend before Valentine's Day, so it's a good casual matinee watch with your date or partner. Until next time, y'all take care of each other, check up on one another, make sure you check up on yourself, and remember, potential has no limit.